Well, hello everyone. This is Peter Brown with a look at your weather for the upcoming period, and I hope you all enjoyed your wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you all had a great time. And if you can believe it, we are now, look at this, starting out November 25th. We are actually getting to the tail end of meteorological fall. I know what that means. You know what season's coming up next. But as we start out our period on Friday, look at this. We're going to see temperatures pretty chilly. Temps in the low 40s, and we're going to see kind of a messy start to our weekend getting into the beginning of our period. So keep that in mind if you're going to be out shopping at all, if you're out there on Friday at all or doing anything over this weekend. And look at this as we get to the end of our period. Look at this, December 1st. This is actually the start of meteorological winter. So we are, unfortunately, if you're not a big fan of that season, well, we're stuck with it for 3 months, that's for sure. And as you notice, the days keep getting shorter, but actually in a couple of weeks, if you can believe it, our days are going to start getting longer again. So that's one thing to look forward to with the coming of the winter, that's for sure. As we move ahead, I'm going to show you a little bit about what's going to be going on with our weather for the next 7 days. And unfortunately, as we can see on this map, it looks like it's going to be a little bit messy starting out our period, and that's certainly going to be the truth. We're going to have a series of very weak low pressure centers moving to the east of New England, and this is going to basically throw in on Friday and then again into Saturday morning. We're of course going to have some much cooler temps, of course, overnight, and that's going to introduce the chance of some mixed precipitation around here in the Burlington area. So starting out early on Friday and maybe even Saturday morning, we could see a mix of a little bit of rain mixed with some freezing rain and sleet. So if you're going to be out early in the morning to start off your weekend, bear that in mind. And as we get towards the end of the period, look out here. We're going to see actually a much more potent storm out near the Great Lakes. And it looks like at this point that as we get into the Wednesday and Thursday time frame next week, we could actually see a fairly decent amount of rain coming to start out December. Not snow, so unfortunately if you're a ski lover, the snow's not going to really be a factor. It looks like we're going to get a lot of rain again, which we also need to fill up the reservoirs. As we move ahead, I'm going to show you all the graphic that you've probably all been waiting for. This is from the Climate Prediction Center, this graphic, and this is describing what the National Weather Service is seeing for our upcoming winter, going all the way through till the end of February. As you can see up here in the Burlington area in southern New England, they're actually expecting us to have a little bit above average temperatures. We're going to have to see if that actually plays out or not, because we have much different players in play out in the Pacific as opposed to this time last year. As we move ahead, I'm going to show you a little bit about our precipitation expectations. As you can see here, the National Weather Service is predicting for our area something we call this EC equal chances. That's pretty much an equal chance of us having either above average precipitation or below average. So basically, we're looking for probably near normal in terms of rainfall and snowfall, but it definitely looks like much different than what we saw last winter, where we saw record high temps and very, very dry conditions. And as we move ahead, I'm going to show you some of this weather that we're going to be having for the next 7 days. And I know, look at this, there's really not too much sun on this map. We're going to be starting out Friday and Saturday with the mix of rain and snow down here in Burlington. Really no accumulation expected, but just keep it in mind again if you're out early. Might be a little bit slippery underfoot. Getting into Sunday morning, we're going to see maybe a little bit more in terms of just plain old flurries, as temperatures on Sunday are only going to be in the upper 30s, so very chilly to start out that. But look at this as we get into Monday, Tuesday, and then to the end of the week, moderating temperatures. Temps getting back up into the low 50s again. So looks like we're going to have, some much warmer temperatures as we get towards the start of December. Unfortunately, that's going to come with a chance of some rain, so that'll dampen a little bit of the warm weather. But everyone, I hope you get out there. I hope you again had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and stay safe on the roads in this first chance of our wintry precipitation coming in.